what's up YouTube? Welcome back to the Gecko. Another day, another video. These reports right here are fresh from the last Wonder War that happened a few days ago. And if you're wondering why the numbers are so low or relatively low, I'll explain this in a future video. For now, just enjoy the numbers as they are. There's a little bit of resource transferring, a lot of resource transferring actually. This cost a lot of billions of resources. It was a 6-hour long Wonder War, which ended up, I won't exactly, well, you can go and see how it ended up, but I will wait till the end of the video for you guys to see it. What I want to do is explain to you guys really what you're watching. Yes, this is a Wonder War, good job, but there's a background behind this Wonder War and why so many people are fighting the one base. Pretty much this is the saga between JVT and the rest of the world in Lords Mobile in general. JVT were the big bullies way back in the day. They still are a little bit, but they're not as strong as they used to be. And KFK is the first guild that actually worked hard enough to actually manage to beat them, and they were the first one to beat them in a Wonder War that was the longest Wonder War Lords Mobile has seen. And from there on out, the coalitions pretty much grew and grew and grew. JVT had M44 as their allies, and GOC are now their allies as well. And there's this small coalition, GZT, GOC, M44, McDonald's, which used to be JVT, and a few others that are the enemies per se. Well, they are enemies. And then there is the coalition of KFK, A to Z, Ctw, SSX, and a few other guilds that pretty much combat them. And when it comes to Emperor event, which is coming up this weekend by the way, you'll see a lot these four groups helping each other out. There is a decision on who's going to be Emperor already, so nothing is going to, I'm not going to reveal anything, but you know, the team rotates events like it has to happen, like every other good alliance. But what you're seeing here is essentially the good versus the evil, I guess you could call it. Although technically we're all evil, all destroying each other. But the background here is pretty much that. KFK has essentially at some point realized that it's not worth really losing this many troops anymore. They reached a threshold where they said, okay, well, this is where we will stop. This base comes back and ready to go in a few days, so why would we fight it and lose so many troops and resources when Emperor event is coming up very close and very shortly, like in a few days. So at the end of the day, you know, they took a loss. Yep, I said I wouldn't spoil it, but I did eventually. But it wasn't that big of a loss when you look at the overall numbers. In total, KFK rallied about 20 times. Ctw rallied another 5, so a total of 25 rallies from our side. They, on the other hand, rallied 41 times, meaning they didn't only take hits more times, they hit us more times, and on top of that, KFK actually held 5 rallies that hit them, versus M44 who hit 3, and also KFK even held a double rally once, which was really cool. And on top of all that, you're actually seeing on the screen right now, on top of all this, M44 hit GOC twice by accident because the rallies were too close. So it was, I think you just saw it on the screen as well, I'm not entirely sure, or it was backwards, something like that. But there's definitely a scene, you can see it in my last video as well, where M44 hit GOC. Nothing you can do about it if your rallies are not well coordinated. What you're seeing here is also a lot of what I showed in my previous video about how to time rallies right. Link is in the end of the video as well as in the description below if you guys haven't seen it yet. And you can see, actually at this point in the war, there was too little troops in the base, and people started soloing, trying to take the base. So M44 actually managed to solo take the base, and then KFK took it back, and then M44 tried to take it, and KFK kept saving it until GOC came in and just rallied it, and that was the end of that. But even here, a lot of people lost troops because after GOC got the base, M44 hit them a few times, so that was pretty funny. We did also, of course, suffer a lot of losses. Overall, I wouldn't say this was the craziest or the worst or the best Wonder War there was, but it was action-packed for sure. It was a decision to let go of the base, whether people will believe it or not. Yes, KFK still tried till the end a little bit, but it wasn't as serious in the sense that if it was as serious as it had to be, we would have had another second guild for sure rallying with us, not like happened here where Ctw at some point ran out of people, so we started coming in and out and pretty much rotating. You'll see that at some point Kilo Zero, who is a CTW leader, came in to KFK and led a few rallies. So it was a pretty, also because of course KFK needed a little bit of a break, losing so much and things like that. Overall, it was a crazy Wonder War. I'm pretty sure it'll happen again, the next Wonder War. But for now, everyone is gearing up for the Emperor event that's coming up. And while we're talking about Emperor event, I wanted to let you guys know I will be streaming the event live here on Saturday tomorrow. So definitely stay tuned, and I won't only be streaming it, I will be actively participating in it. So you will be seeing a little bit of me blocking the chat and the screen from things that we don't want to show our enemies. But for the most part, you will see all the reports live, you will see the action live, I will live commentate what's going on, I'll explain what's going on, I'll answer any questions you guys have, but I will be on the ground in Emperor event, streaming live. I apologize for all the breathing and all that, it's been a long day, and the mic is still shitty. Hopefully I'll get a better one soon. But for now, I'll leave you guys. Enjoy the rest of this video. Leave me a comment below, let me know what you think about it. If you have any other questions or things about this, I'll explain better why all the losses happened in a different video. I already have it planned out. There's a few other videos coming up with a lot of cool stuff for you guys. So make sure you subscribe, you turn on the notifications, and you make sure to pass on the video to everyone you know. The more people we have here, the better. The more motivated I am to make videos when I see all of you crazy people liking, commenting, sharing, and stuff like that. So keep doing that. You have my link on Twitter down below as well, where I post all the videos I make and just talk to people. In case you talk to me, I'll of course talk back. But yeah, enjoy the last few minutes of this video, and I will see you guys tomorrow for live Emperor event. Stay tuned. Thank you again for all the support, and see you tomorrow. Cheers.